Okay, we are starting chapter 5. This is 5-1. And what's in front of you is a probability distribution with a couple of values missing. So the thing to think about here is in a distribution of probabilities, the probabilities, which are in this column right here, need to total 1. So they need to equal 1. That means that all the probabilities are shown there, and if they go over 1, something's messed up because probabilities can't go over 1. So these are all the possible probabilities that something's going to occur here. These values on this side don't really matter here. What matters is these values right here have to equal 1. So there are an infinite number of answers for this. So right now, all I'm going to do is take the probabilities that are in front of me, add those up, and if I want these to equal 1, right now I got 62% of the data there. That leaves 38% missing, okay? So these two values right here have to equal 38. So you can make that happen any way you want to. You could have this one be 0.01 and this one 0.37. You could have this one be 0.20 and this one 0.18, whatever, okay? But as long as when I add up all 5 of these, it equals 1. That's how you're going to get this right. All right, let's look at the next one. The wording on this is really, really bad in my opinion. But the main thing here is to recognize is there are two values of x. X could either be a 0 or a -4. Those are the only two possibilities, okay? So the value x is going to either take on the form of 0 or -4. The question is, okay, what's the probability it's going to be 0? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of these 8 values are 0. So that's a 6 out of 8. So I'm not sure if they'll let me write a fraction in there or a decimal, but if I put that as a decimal, that's 0.75. And then just to be sure, I got 2 out of 8. Now notice that's, if I added those together, I get 8 out of 8, which equals 1. Or if I do a decimal, it'd be 0.25. Add them together, it equals 1, which is what a probability distribution should be. So my probabilities are just going to go in there. All right, all this stuff up here, you really don't even have to read it. It just mainly looking at this table right there. All right, let's see what we got here. Oops. All right, here I've got an app. What have I got here? For parts A and B, find the probability that a randomly selected hair salon rating has the described number of stars. Okay, so these are the number of stars. Gotcha. And this is the probability they got those stars. So more than 3. So what is the probability that it got more than 3? Well, here's more than 3. You got 4 and 5, so that means that's 0.22 plus 0.25. That would be 0.47. Probability of more than 3 would be 0.47. At most 2. At most 2 would be 2 or 1. Okay, so those are those probabilities right there. That's 0.26 plus 0.18, which is equal to 0.44. 36, 0.44. There you go. So this one shouldn't take you too long. Go ahead and get it knocked out, and let me know if you need any help.